Hi, my name is Hanujan Puvanenthrian, and in this presentation, I'll be taking on the role of a business consultant analyzing Qantas Airways Limited. So, Qantas has been an iconic Australian brand and has a source of national pride. Yet, in the past few years, its leadership culture has been challenged by controversy from pandemic related job losses and refund issues to allegations of poor governance and declining service quality. So, today I'll be showing you how principles of enterprise leadership, specifically ethical leadership, social responsibility, and informed decision making, can guide Qantas to restore trust, improve internal culture, and deliver long term sustainable success. Okay, so Qantas was founded in 1920 and remains Australia's largest airline, employing around 20,000 people worldwide. After the disruption of COVID-19, the company's revenue has recovered to around $20 billion, and the share price does sit about $5.20 on the ASX. So, however, financial recovery has not raised deeper organizational issues. The airline is still addressing an ACCC lawsuit over ticket sales, lingering resentment from mass redundancies, and also overall decline in public confidence. As a new CEO, Vanessa Hudson faces the dual challenge of maintaining profitability while rebuilding an ethical culture that values employees, customers, and also wider community. This context provides the foundation for my leadership analysis. So, modern enterprise leadership rests on three connected pillars: so ethics, responsibility, and informed judgment. So Dorling emphasizes that inequality and public mistrust begin with the moral choices of leaders, while Bass and Avolio describe how transformational leaders use vision and authenticity to reshape culture. Bowen argues that corporations carry a moral obligation to contribute to societal welfare beyond profit, and Sinek adds that trust and psychological safety are the emotional foundations that make responsibility sustainable. So, finally, Blanco demonstrates that high performing organizations balance speed with decision quality through a clear accountability. Behavioral researchers such as Ariely remind us that bias like overconfidence or anchoring can distort even the best intentions. So, together, these ideas describe a leadership model that is ethical, socially conscious, and evidence based. So, this is a model that Qantas urgently need to adopt. Okay, so let's look at the main leadership issues confronting Qantas. So, first, the company's credibility suffered when executive bonuses were maintained during mass layoffs and flight disruptions. These actions suggested that profit was prioritized over people, and this revealed an ethical gap between stated values and behavior. Second, the corporate social responsibility initiatives like carbon offset marketing was seen as more of like a reputation repair rather than actual commitment towards the company. This indicates a lack of integration between business strategies and social purposes. So, third, decision making within Qantas has often been centralized and reactive. Behavioral research shows that in high pressure settings, overconfidence and confirmation bias can dominate, and this leads to short term thinking. So, the pandemic period, where the company outsourced thousands of jobs only to face later legal action. So, this reflects in these like flawed processes that affects the company. So finally, the employee morale remains low. When staff fear reprisal for speaking up, psychological safety collapses. And without it, the collaboration and innovation decline. So rebuilding that trust is essential for sustainable performance. Based on these findings, I do recommend five integrated strategies. So, one is to create an ethical leadership program, and that just trains executives and managers in transformational and servant leadership principles. And this will just build a consistent moral compass across all levels. The second one would be to establish a social impact council to coordinate sustainability, regional engagement, and also just fair labor initiatives. And this is ensuring company social responsibility becomes a core strategy rather than just an external campaign. So the third one is to introduce a bias-aware decision framework that requires major strategic choices to undergo structured review and post-decision evaluation. And this just reduces overconfidence and embed reflective learning. So the fourth one is to promote a transparent communication culture by hosting CEO town halls and just to give open feedback channels so staff can feel safe to voice their ideas and concerns. And the last one is to develop a data-driven dashboard that publicly just tracks financial, social, and environmental outcomes. So transparency will just hold leadership accountable and demonstrate integrity to stakeholders. To conclude, Qantas's future success depends on uniting ethical intent, social responsibility, and informed decision making. By leading with integrity, listening to stakeholders, and grounding every decision in transparent evidence, the company can rebuild credibility and also reestablish its place as a trusted national carrier. So, values based enterprise leadership will not only restore morale and public faith, it will also create the resilience Qantas needs to thrive in a competitive global aviation market. So, thank you for listening. So, these are the main sources that guided my analysis of Qantas Airways and its path towards ethical and responsible leadership. Thank you.